Hello and welcome to Bracken Moor for this Emirates FA Cup fixture between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Prestwich Hayes. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, and I can't wait to bring this match to you today. The Steels are back in competitive action, and as much as it might be hard to believe, this is where the road to Wembley begins. It is. It don't matter who ends up in the final, whether it ends up being us, maybe. It's within the realms of genuine, well, not genuine possibility, but like legit possibility. But whether it's us, whether it's Manchester United, Manchester City, you know, the more likely teams, according to the bookies, this is where it all begins, and at hundreds of other stadiums across the country in this extra preliminary round. 700 plus teams in the FA Cup, and Stocksbridge face familiar foes. 2 years ago the Steels went to Prestwich with 2-0 up, and then a comeback from the Manchester Bay side made it 2-2. We had the replay here. You couldn't separate the sides here either. It was 1-1 after 90 minutes. But a 97th minute strike from Alex O'Connor gave the Steels a win, got them their route into the first qualifying round, the first time they'd been in the first qualifying round for 8 years, and had the Steels eventually would go out on the third qualifying round to Ashington. Now, Steels in their all-new kit here today, all ready to go out, and it's a whole new look side for both teams here today. But Stocksbridge had a lot of players leave in the summer, Prestwich also, but that also came with a change of management. So both teams will, well, Prestwich have had 2 games, have lost both, but have had promising spells in those games, so they'll be looking to further bed in that side as they look for a promising campaign in the northwest counties. The Steels have the first chance to bed in their team, so we'll read the teams out for you now. So it's Harry Garman in goal for the Steels, then it's Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, our new club captain Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Alex Phillipson, Alex O'Connor, Ash Butterworth, Alex Hardwick, Danny Deacon and Jack Haslam. The bench today is Kyle Austin, Dan Nelson, Declan Childs, Dan Hernandez, Luca DeFalco and Yao Silva. For Prestwich Hayes today, in goal it's Louis Hood, then it's Hensley Mills, Richie McAlaley, Gabriel Mooney Munoz, Nathan Bartram Conway, Shay Stansfield, Enrique Souza, Bradley Sullivan, Dylan Fitzgerald, Fenton Reeves and Sonny Roma Reeves. Their benches Callum Graham, Adam Hampshire, Luke Ferry, Adrian Gashi, Ivan Egraveba, Finley Stanya and Russell Saunders, who is the reserve goalkeeper. Looks Prestwich will be the ones getting us underway today. So Prestwich just standing over, Fenton Reeves over the ball. Steels season about to begin, and we will be here almost every game. We do have to go on holiday at one point, and you know I might get ill, but we will be here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel commentating through most of it, like 99%. Referee getting his final checks. Our referee today, Jake Burton. And here we go. Prestwich Hayes get the game underway and the Stocksbridge season begins. So Prestwich Hayes in the red shirt, black shorts and red and black stripe and white striped socks, kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the new yellow shirts with our fantastic new sponsors Graphics, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from left to right. McAlaley has the throw in here, thrown in back to him, and Butterworth gets in, but a bit clumsy returner, goes back to Charles, who clears downfield, goes to Haslam, who's on the right wing today with Hardwick in centre forward. They played together a bit in pre-season for Parkgate before both making the switch over here this summer. Now, but that long ball forward did just go back to Hood into the central defence now for Prestwich, and now onto the right to Mills, being forced back. Stocksbridge pressing with Deacon and all the way back to Hood, and through to centre back again, and forward it goes to Sullivan, who turns well, being followed now onto the left hand side to McAlaley. Back it goes into central defence to Stansfield, there the Prestwich captain, then to Bartram Conway, and then over to Mills. Forward to the right wing, knocked over the top of Tinker, but back for Owen to head away. Going to be back to the centre defence for Prestwich. It's a poor header, and Haslam will be able to get control of it. Back it goes to Butterworth. Butterworth is looking for the pass of Charlesworth, but it's too overhit. It will go out for a throw-in. We will, of course, keep you up to date with other FA Cup fixtures. There's too many to tell you about across the country, so we're just going to try and limit it to local teams and teams in our division that are playing today. as the ball goes through, and then it's good playing out from Prestwich, and they're going to look for the run of Souza. It's just a bit too ahead of him, and Owen will confidently head it back to Garman. Into defence it goes to Phillipson, who knocks it long, but it's going to go out for a throw-in. Two minutes gone in this game. Remains 0-0 here between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Prestwich A's, as O'Connor goes in with a tackle, and it goes as a throw-in for the away side. It's taking a while to get back though, but McAlealy will eventually get this throw-in. And if he had thought about sneaking up to do it, the referee is on him. Picking his choices, thrown downfield, and Charles gets a little shunt, and it'll be a free kick. Fitzgerald not happy about it. He's dribbling away with the ball, and I wonder how far he would have to go with a dribble for the referee to get the books out. That was an edict last season that they were going to really be strict on that, and they did stay consistent with that throughout the year. You kick the ball away, you slow play down, you do get booked. As Stocksbridge's long ball is aimless and will be back for Hood. He'll collect it. Ball goes to the right hand side, but Prestwich ended up playing out of play. Will be a Steele's throw. Please do, by the way, if you are listening to us on the YouTube channel, please do comment on our stream. It does help the chat as Prestwich clear after that throw-in. Owen racing to be on it. Gets a knee onto it, gets it away, but only into Prestwich midfield. But it's a poor pass back to Turner. Forward to Butterworth. Looking to turn, has to get it back to Turner. Turner is looking for his options in a deeper role than he was last season. Turner with Butterworth and O'Connor ahead of him. Phillipson, right-footed, sending it long. And O'Connor was said to be offside, but I thought O'Connor was on, and maybe... The only person who was offside probably Haslam, but he was leaving it, so... So back to be a free kick for the away side. We'll also try, if we notice any interesting score lines in this extra preliminary round, if we'll let you know about them as well. As the ball goes long, but that might just drift out, and it does, and welcome to the traditional bang on the roof of the Jamie Vardy stand. You know you've missed it, really. As Charlesworth has this throwing closest to us. Launches it downfield, Hardwick will head on, and it's going to go as a Steele's throwing. Hardwick is your traditional big centre forward, comes in as a natural replacement for Luke Rawson, was Carlton Town's leading scorer as they reached the Northern Premier League East playoffs last year, scored 12 goals. Will be looking to beat that with the Steels this year as Turner sends on over the top. Hardwick couldn't escape his marker, simply cleared by Prestwich, and they've passed their way out of trouble, tried to get through to the 9, but when it gets it out, charge down, it would be a handball, and Stocksbridge have the free kick. Bit of protests from the Prestwich players, but it was clear his arms were up, and will be the free kick. Charlesworth with the free kick. Quite a high line from Prestwich, about a few yards out of their penalty box. Here comes Charlesworth. He's looking for the far end of that box, but the Prestwich are going to head that way, but only to Owen, who's got it on the left wing. Owen trying to take it down and become a left winger from being a centre back. Cross goes in, deflected, and it's not too bad a ball. It took a deflection as well. Haslam's got it on the right hand side, trying to get past his man. There's a foot in on him, and then the next one from McAlealy does, and it will be Stocksbridge's not just first corner of the game, but first corner of the season. And we get that roughly 6 minutes into the match. Deacon with this corner, left-footed, lofted one, look for the far post, goes over everyone. Haslam takes the volley in and tries to touch it in, goes to the edge of the 6-yard area, Press will get the touch, Turner tries to keep it in, the clearance is on and it's blocked by Turner, but goes to him, and then under the foot of Throma Reeves, and Prestwich remaining on it despite that, but any chance to counter ended as Bartram Conway runs into a bit of a cul-de-sac, but he does get it out with a decent pass. Tried to play the 1-2 with him, but he wasn't able to receive it, throwing Stocksbridge. Consett are losing to Step 5 opposition as Bradley Fewster has put Redcar Athletic up front. Ball goes forward and Hardy tried to challenge for it, but Makalele on it, back to defence and clear downfield. Phillipson tries to head it away, but well marshalled off by Fitzgerald, the big forward. Be a target man as the switch play is headed away by Tinker and then headed back by Mills. Tinker will head it right back, looking for Hardwick. Headed away from him, goes to Mills, who plays out to the right to Souza. Heavy touch and then tackled by O'Connor. Plays it over to Butterworth in space, and Butterworth will go forward with it now to Charlesworth on the right. Charlesworth down right to Deakin and then back to Charlesworth. Takes the touch and he's going to send it long over the top. Hardwick is going to try and beat it, and he beats the offside flag as well. Fight appeals, but easily pushed off the ball, and Prestwich will clear it out. Gets it to Roma Reeves, well in from Turner. O'Connor gets the ball. O'Connor now over to Owen. Owen on the halfway line, slowing it down as he gives it to Tinker on the left. We haven't seen Tinker get forward much yet in this game as O'Connor gives it back to Owen. Left hand side, and will take it forward and forward it looking for Haslam, but he's pushed off the ball but gets it back and gives it to O'Connor and then to Turner. Charlesworth is shouting for it. Turner's going to get tackled from behind by Reeves, and it's going to be a free kick from about 40 yards out. Takes it short to Deakin, but actually that's not going to be allowed and it's going to be hauled back here. Bridlington Town had a lot of excitement going into this season. They're sponsored by Duracell, so you're expecting, well, they might be charging a bit more than usual. But it's not going well. It's a bit of a flat performance from them. They're losing 1-0 to Birtley. As the ball's played back here to Deakin, his shot's deflected, goes to Hardwick, who's trying to keep it in. Does he take a touch? No, he's left it. Corner kick, second of the game. Also, it's not going particularly well for Fisher down in London. They're the team famous for having a view of Canary Wharf, but within 18 minutes they've gone 3-0 down to Redhill. So corner kick, it's going to be taken by Turner on this left wing. It'll be the in-swinger from the captain. Here's the one going to the 6-yard area, head away at the near post. O'Connor try to get onto it, gets his head onto it, and it will be a free kick for the high foot, but I think O'Connor would have liked the advantage. And now this is where hopefully we'll see some of the best of Danny Deakin. If you've watched some of his videos coming up, he's got quite a few highlights videos from his time with Detroit City in America, and Orlando City B was in the same squad as Kaka. It's one of the few times we'll mention Kaka on a Stocksbridge commentary, so we've got to take it. We are wearing Brazil colours after all. But Deakin is a set-piece specialist, and he scored plenty of free kicks as the yellow card goes up for the man with the high foot. We will identify him shortly. He looked like he did. And we'll get confirmation on that. It looked like he may have got a high book for the high foot. We'll try and see if we can get confirmation on that one. Here comes free kick, short Deakin, and then blocked by the wall. There was an idea with that, it didn't work. Tried to find Turner on the right, being covered off here by Roma. Reeves gets going, but only back to Deakin, who goes forward. Tackle goes in from Reeves, and it's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. Thrown into the middle too. Haslam takes a shot well wide. He had his name in lights there. Haslam may have had his eye on the Olympics this week. He's a former Commonwealth diver for Team GB in England. Competed at the Gold Coast Games in 2018, came 10th in a team that did include Tom Daly. Also, we've been watching the diving where Britain has picked up a medal in every diving event this week. The ball goes forward to Fitzgerald, takes the touch, and Phillipson trying to tackle, but Fitzgerald rolls it round, blocked by Phillipson, clears it away, trying to get to Haslam, but Prestwich just booted it before it can get to him. Now for Charlesworth. Thrown downfield, looking for Hardwick, headed away from him. It's going to go out, and it's going to be another Stocksbridge throw. Back now for Charles to take this throw. Throw back to Charles, flicked over the top, looking for Butterworth. It might just curl away from him. He's going to keep it in. Butterworth before the tackle goes in will be near the flag. We haven't seen anything come up about this yellow card on football web pages yet. So back with Charlesworth now. Right at the corner flag, throws it into the box to Hardwick, chests it down, and he's got to the byline, then back to Charlesworth. Very high lofted ball. Keeper's coming up to claim it, misses it, but it's going to be covered by Mills. Just about clears it away. Only back for Tinker, who has his back to goal, lays it off for Turner, who plays it forward, and then the tackle goes in, and then it's going to be back with Prestwich with Souser. He's going to send it long, looking for Fitzgerald. Owen will head it away to Turner. Back to Phillipson. Then flicks it over to Charlesworth. Nice play from Stocksbridge. Charlesworth goes forward. He's got some space. Lays the pass through to Haslam. Takes a touch, trying to beat his man, but the tackle goes in. Charlesworth trying to stop it. Does block it from McAlealy. And then manages to overhead clear it. Only to Butterworth, though, who touches it back to Haslam on the right wing. Charlesworth's an option for him. Haslam gives it back to Butterworth, though. Rolls it behind him, trying to turn, and then all the way, tried to go back to Owen. Fitzgerald intercepts, and Stocksbridge might be in a bit of trouble here. Looking for the ball over the top to Sousa. It's going to be ahead of him. Tinker's going to cover it, and Tinker's going to go down. It's the sort of daft foul from Tinker. Butterworth's going to get some angry words from Pete Goldstraw. As 30 minutes have gone, it remains 0-0 here. So, but do love some of the team names I'm coming up. One of my new favourite team names has come up. Must be down in the south. Old Land Abertonians. That's gotta be some old church team, hasn't it? Like, as Owen has this free kick just on the edge of the, well, just not too far off the edge of the penalty box. As we have the Prestwich keeper receiving treatment. Lewis Hood. It's not all good in the hood for him at the moment. It looks like he's just getting some treatment. Is it to his hand, it seems like? Or his knee. It must have been something. When he had that clawed a ball out, it must have picked it up then. Now, Prestwich do have a reserve keeper on the bench with Russell Saunders.
Also happens to be one of the coaches, I think.
Dicky's one of the coaches, but it may be that he is called into action in a way he didn't expect, but has got his glove back on Lewis Hood, so he should be able to continue, which is very good news for Prestwich. He's going to have to get help getting his glove on. Teammates helping each other out, you like to see it. Hello, Adam Teasdale saying listening in from Hurghada, Egypt, and also K236577 Alex saying give it Butterworth until end of season. I think I may have met you at Brighouse last week. And Garman in his lurid green kit will prepare to take this. Taking it shot over to Phillipson. Sends it long, looking for the runner. Haslam headed away by McAlealy and flicked on by Sullivan. Back to Owen. Flick ball over the top, looking for Deacon. Back it goes to Tinker. Tinker ball down the line here. Yeah, to O'Connor. O'Connor's got options as he comes forward here on the left wing. Cuts in on the inside and gets into a cul-de-sac. Back to Tinker and over to Deacon on the left wing. Back goes to Turner. And back to Deacon and back to Turner and tries to find it through to Tinker, who flicks it on and then cleared away. Turner will fight for that physical battle, heads it forward, but should be covered by Mills, who actually will just allow it to go for an on-rushing Hood, who's doing a good job. So back in Hood's arms. 16 minutes gone, 0-0 here at Brackenmore between Stocksbridge and Prestwich. Only 2 games between the pair before this. Well, between this current form, as a Fisher tries to flick the ball through, but key block by Charlesworth. Charles going forward, going to send the ball long, looking for Deakin. It's a good ball. Deakin holds it down well. He just needs a few options ahead of him, and he's going to find it with O'Connor, maybe just a bit too ahead of him, and that is going to allow Prestwich just to shepherd the ball. They're out. A team that we're a couple of goals from our league, and Garforth Town, who are going to be one of the new entrants into our league after they got promotion from the Northern Counties last year. They are 1-0 upon Northallerton Town. Charlie Marshall, the goal scorer. And Cleethorpes, the team that beat us in the FA Cup in the preliminary round last year, they're up 1-0 against Kimberley. Adam Hoare, the man who's got it. Ball. I'm just speaking. I thought I did, but I'm not definite. It's not definite. I thought it was yellow, but I didn't see a card definitely. I'm not. So we just got a throw in here. Sorry, we just had to have just a few little discussions. We have a throw for Prestwich right near their own corner. Throwing down line, in control by Fitzgerald. Butterworth tackles though, back to the left, and ball down here. Hardwick playing it onto the left wing to O'Connor. O'Connor has it in the corner, opens his body up, right footed cross. Can Haslam rise to the far post? He gets a header onto it, loops off the line. It's Shay Stansfield with a goal-saving clearance. Haslam rose highest, flew beautifully in the air and managed to loop a header, but it was just maybe just a bit too slow. Stansfield able to get back on the line and clear it. It's the closest we've seen to a goal in this game so far. Men's 0-0, corner kick for the Steels. Corner's not far off either. A header, I think, from Butterworth maybe, and it's going to be a goal kick. Stocksbridge are hoping for better from this competition last time, but we'd have to win just to get to where we were last year. Yeah, no bye this year with our low position in the North Premier League East. There's a poor pass from Prestwich, gets it to Charles, with now Turner rolling out of trouble to Haslam, playing in the middle to Butterworth, gets tripped and goes down, free kick Steels. And Butterworth will get back to his feet. Prestwich cursing themselves, some of the silly fouls. They'll get punished eventually for them. Steels will need to take advantage. It's short to Charlesworth, then to Haslam, who's in a lot of space on the right wing. Loft one, look at the far post. Butterworth gets the header. It's a good save, Hud. The Steels were lining up for it at the far post. Hardwick, Owen, and Butterworth there. It was Butterworth who got the header, scored a header in pre-season, but Hud was equal to that, got low at that far post and made the save. Steels are in the ascendancy at the moment. Ball goes long and Phillipson just has to awkwardly clear it into the stand. Yeah, it's not gone well for Fisher. They are, after 21 minutes, 4-0 down. That's the FA Cup dreams ending on the Canary Wharf. As Makalele has his throw in, and Prestwich having a chance to attack themselves. Goes back to Makalele. Gets it out on his right foot and then takes the pass into the middle to Souza, who's under some pressure. He's going to flick it over to the left to Romany Reeves, who got a touch onto it, but not enough of one, and it will go out for a goal kick. 20 minutes gone in this game, and it is 0-0 here still. Back with Garman. Ashington have gone 1-0 down in their game to Shildon. Billy Grulich-Smith, the Shildon legend, has as that was a poor back pass from Prestwich, and it weren't going to go in, but Hood had to be alive to make sure that didn't go out for a corner. Stockbridge looked good from the set pieces so far. As Tinker takes it, throws it quickly to the edge of the box to Haslam, opens his body up, he's being closed down. Left footer takes a shot, not far over. Going to be a goal kick. Haslam is very keen on scoring. You can see that seems to be his first thought is, can I take a shot? And it's not. He's been close. He's had one cleared off the line already. back here. Taken short to Stansfield. He's going to send it long. Owen tries to head it away, goes to Butterworth, who heads it on to O'Connor, who then overhead flicks it on, and it's a poor touch from McAlealy that Haslam hopes to get a touch onto. In the end, Haslam is going to marshal out to be a Steele's throw-in. Charles will come to take this throw. Throws it down towards Hardwick, takes control, looking to turn, but he is tackled, and I think there was a foul from Hardwick in that. So, free kick for Prestwich. Yeah, we're going to keep updating you because that might end up being a bad scoreline. Redhill are now 5-0 up on Fisher. I actually saw that game as a friendly last year, and Redhill did go 2-0 up early, but it finished 4-2, I believe that did, to Fisher. I don't think Fisher are going to come back from that though. As here comes a long ball forward from Hood. And it's going to be headed away by Turner, knocked into the air by Mills and battled for by Haslam, and he gets it to Butterworth, but then it's a poor pass from Butterworth, and into the middle it goes, and to Sullivan, and into the middle. Now it goes to Bartram, to Mooney Moon. Now to the left to Reeves, who goes down, puts a pass for Roma Reeves to chase, and goes into battle with Charlesworth, and Roma Reeves just coming off better, gets it stuck under his foot a bit. He's trying to push Charlesworth off, Butterworth half helping, and Charlesworth eventually clears it away. Goes to Haslam, plays it over to Turner. Turner, short pass to Hardwick. Poor touch from him, but it gets it over his defender before he loses it. Cleared away, appeals for a handball, and that will be given. Hardwick not pleased about that decision. Taken short, this free kick. Into their own defence at the moment. As goes forward to Mooney Munoz, and over to Stansfield, who will look for the left-hand side to Roma Reeves, who sends Turner to the floor, and then he switches play over to the right wing. He's looking for Souza. Good touch from Souza. Puts the cross in, blocked by Tinker, throw-in on the right wing for the away side. "24 minutes gone, 0-0 here. With Mills taking the throw into the corner, and then back to him, puts the cross in to Souza, who's got space, puts it back into the right. Butterworth trailing leg, but just managed to avoid it. Stocksbridge able to clear now, looking for the counter-attack as O'Connor comes forward, turns away and is dragged down, and I will be interested to see what the referee chooses to do with that foul. And the yellow card is definitely out this time. I believe that is for Hensley Mills. I think that's more, it's for the cynical stopping the counter-attack. One of those clever little fouls they tell you all about in the School of Dark Arts. Just inside the Steele's own half. With Owen on the ball. He's got short options as well if he wants to take them. But right-footed, Owen will send the ball there. Hardwick heads it in. It's a good header in, but just a bit too far for Haslam. Going in, and it's back now with Hood, who will send this downfield. Turner's going to battle for it. He heads it away. Just goes back into the middle for Mooney Munoz. Ball goes forward. Fitzgerald will chase, and Fitzgerald will go down this left wing here. Phillipson tracking him. Fitzgerald, the target man, and now trying to get some movement in. Phillipson gets his foot in, tackles it away from him, but Fitzgerald chases it down, gets it back. It's Butterworth on him now in the corner flag, and Butterworth is going to come away with it. Pass it out to Phillipson, who clears away, but Butterworth is fouled in the meantime, and it will be a free kick to the Steels. Sherwood Colliery were 1-0 up on Grantham Town, and Sherwood, one of our new teams, while Grantham's moved sideways. Grantham have equalised through Rodrigo Goncalves. It's now back for Garman for this free kick. Garman will be looking to send this one along in a moment or so. And here it goes, ball going long, and then knocked out by McAlealy. Charlesworth will come to take it. The Fisher comeback is on there now, 5-1 down on Redhill. That sounds like a hell of a game to go at though. Charlesworth throws it into the middle to Haslam. Good little trickery, goes down and will be a foul, though I wondered if Haslam had just gone over his own foot, to be honest. Well, they do say he's a diver. Well, he is. Quite literally. That joke's going to be made a few times, by the way. I feel sorry for Jack in a way. He did score a diving header against Rossington, Maine in pre-season. I scored it a 7.5 with a 2.9 for difficulty. Just needed a synchronicity with Hardwick. Here comes Deacon's free kick. Curling one. Look at that far post. Flies over, not far off. Lots of Stocksbridge players rushing in. Applause from the home fans. Cleethorpes are 2-0 up. Nicky Walker's doubled their lead. Back for Hood into Bartram Conway, who gets it out to the right to Mills, who's now on a ball going long. Look at Fitzgerald, touch away by Owen, and he takes it beyond one, and Owen's going on his own, and he's going to continue going on, try to, then it's cleared away eventually. Maybe overestimated his abilities for a second. As I say, throwing right in front of us here at Brecon, in the Brackenmore, in the Jamie Vardy stand. Charlesworth will have this throw. Big long throw down, headed on by Hardwick and then headed away by Bartram Conway. Goes out to Stansfield, who tries to clear away, blocked. It's still in defence, and it's also to by Deacon, then to Hardwick on the right. Hardwick plays it across, and it's almost put into his own goal. Well, O'Connor on the edge of the area, poor pass in the end, and that's going to stop that attack, and Prestwich will look to break, and they've got it to Sousa, the quick right winger who has looked positive so far, and Turner returns away from Turner. Now he continues down the right, plays it into the middle, and Phillipson intercepts and clears away, throwing to Prestwich in front of the brand new graphics advertising hoarding. Into the middle and over to Stansfield. Ball through into the middle, and it's a missed tackle, but it still goes out. Hardwick has it. He's going to be under some pressure, and he's going to try and send it down the right. Charlesworth should have chased that one down, really. It stayed in. I think he thought it was going out. O'Connor's going to put the pressure on as it goes back to Stansfield, who will return it to Hood. Takes the touch and drills one, and it goes to Hardwick, who blocks it. Now to Deacon. Deacon's going to take it forward. He's in acres of space. He's going to take the shot. It's dribbles wide. Didn't get as much purchase on it, I think, as he wanted to. I like the fact that there's a team called South Park. Surely they have made things on their social media related to, that TV show, though I imagine much of the language of the TV show would not pass the welfare officers, remit. Hood sending it long. Owen heads it away well, but Deacon maybe gambled at going a bit as we clear it, but it's blocked by Butter, so it's going to go back to Hood, who caught it first time. To his arms, it remains 0-0 here after 30 minutes. Ball going long from Hood, headed on by Fitzgerald over to Roma Reeves. Roma Reeves cutting on into the middle, tries to flick it over to Fitzgerald. It's blocked back with Roma Reeves again. Into Reeves and then over to Sullivan, who will switch it over to Sousa, but Tinker intercepts and will just clear that away for a throw-in. Into defence it goes and then over the top two into their defence to Stansfield, heads it on to Reeves, and then it's a really, really poor one from Shay Stansfield, who has gone down, I think, been laughed at by you may have heard the laughing from the Steels fans, which tells you how much contact there actually was. Prestwich management is appealing for it. We talked there, it will be a free kick to Prestwich. And Haslam's going to get a bit of a talking to from the referee. No booking. That one was a bit... Here comes a long ball for forward. Head away by Charlesworth. Goes out to the number 8 Sullivan. Into the middle to Mooney Munoz. Back in the middle, nice one-touch passing at the moment. Shot was going to go in Turner. I thought that was a great tackle. It's a free kick about 20 yards out. If that ends up being a goal, that one's going to be controversial. Went the crunch in time for Turner, but he got the ball first. That one's going to, if this ends up in the back of the net, there is going to be some complaints. As there is lots of discussions with the referee. Continuing to have discussions, and well, Turner's going to waste. There won't be a booking for it, it seems, at the moment. Fitzgerald is the man who's going to stand over the ball. Well, Bradley Sullivan is tying his shoelaces. Fenton Reeves also there. But it does look like it'll be linked to Dylan Fitzgerald. No, Fenton Reeves isn't really leaving alone yet. And then also Gabriel Munoz is coming on. But no, I think that this is all going to be for Fitzgerald. And it's a really good position. This is exactly where he wants a free kick. And it was a free kick that Steels went out to in this competition last year. From Will Annan for Cleethorpes. This could be Garman's first test. Here it comes, Fitzgerald's free kick, going to be on target. Great save, Garman diving to his right. Still, attack is still on. Cross towards the far side and it almost loops in. Going to be a goal kick, but it's Garman who hasn't been tested up to now. Makes a great save diving to his right. He followed that shot all the way. So back with Garman, but yeah, I don't think that was a free kick. And it will be back for Garman to take. And he's taking his time with Garman as the Steels look to just settle back in. After that, 34 minutes gone, still 0-0. He's looking for that opening goal. They've had one cleared off the line. Comes right footed forward, looking for Hardwick, but head away from it, can get to it, only head behind and has them. He headed toward the left wing where no one was, but Chris has only gone to O'Connor, but then flicked away from him. Falling over the ball is Munoz. That gets Stocksbridge on him. Butterworth, heavy touch from him, loses the ball, but Hardwick gets it back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth gets it forward to Butterworth, and Butterworth back to Charlesworth, just under his foot and away from him, and Prestwich will look to get on the counter attack, but Turner trying to stop the run of Romariz, gets beyond him, then he gets past O'Connor, then the ball, he's looking for Fitzgerald. It's a good ball over to the left wing. Charlesworth is going to try and defend it. Butterworth needs to go and help and stop the McAlealy being an option, and he has done that now. Fitzgerald is looking to go on his own, low ball into the middle, cleared away by Phillipson, looking to get all the way to Hardwick, but cleared away from him, only goes to Turner, who knocks it forward, looking for Hardwick. Sliding tackle from Stansfield, gets it away, will be a throw to Steels. And it's another alarming looking injury. Prestwich nowhere near the ball. Bradley Sullivan down. That's something that could be a big concern. They're the ones you're always concerned about, the ones that you see that don't happen anywhere near a tackle. We'll see if Prestwich have to send a physio up. You see Adam Teaser saying, sounds like we're playing well, just need a goal. Yeah, we've played well. We just maybe just lacking a bit of fine-tuning in attack. I don't think this front three has played together like this before, so it was a risky move to have to do this on this game. But Tommy Marshall is away, so he wasn't available, and Yao Silva, who's on the bench, hasn't really played too much yet for us. So tricky decisions, but good decisions to have. It's the good sort of tricky. Well, we've got a lot of attacking talent this season at the moment. Charlesworth flings the ball down, looking for Hardwick. Butterworth will head it on, and it's going to be fought for, but before it's just going to roll out for a goal kick. 36 minutes gone. You remember there is no extra time. It will go to a replay if this game finishes as a tie. The ball goes forward here and to the right, and then Prestwich trying to get it out of that right back area. And they have kept it in despite some Stocksbridge appeals, and then charge down clearance from Tinker, who's trying to turn this into an attack. He's right near the Prestwich corner flag, but eventually cleared out by Souza. It's going to be a Steels throw-in. Tinker, how's that throw now? Got a few options. Going to throw it towards the touchline and then back it goes. Right-footed ball in, and that's just going to go over the bar. So it's a goal kick, 0-0 here still. Bishop Auckland are our next opponents. We face them away on next Saturday, and they have taken the lead in their FA Cup tie against West Auckland Town. Louis Johnson scoring for them. Will be one that we'll have to keep an eye on for next week. First ever match between the two teams. Ball goes long. For Tinker, who heads it downfield, but just going to go back for Hood. So Prestwich Hayes, obviously we faced them 2 years ago, we mentioned that already. What you may not know that in the 70s, Prestwich Hayes did face Stocksbridge Works. That's the Works side that would merge with Oxley Park to become Stocksbridge Park Steels in '86. That was finished originally as a 1-1 replay here at Brackenmore before we went to Prestwich. Well, the Works went to Prestwich and lost 6-0. Since then, the only times we have faced each other has been those two FA Cup ties 2 years ago. So if you include in the entire history of all the clubs and all the predecessors, it's 2 draws and a win each. Ball goes on heading onto the box by Prestwich. Charles only clears it to Bradley Sullivan, and Turner is trying to get it away from him at the moment. He does. No foul given, despite short pulling. Roma Reeves on the left wing, back into the middle to Mooney Munoz. Going down, flicks the ball into the box, goes under the legs of Tinker. Here comes a shot, and Tinker makes the block. It was an initial mistake from Tinker, but he's rescued it well. Well, out it goes, and then well done by Deacon, who's going to send it down, and then cleared away by Bartram Conway, and not really handled well by Turner. Prestwich have it well in midfield at the moment. Ball down, and Sousa's broke the offside flag. He goes one-on-one. Garman makes the save. We had to watch it to see if it'd still make its way in, but he's suddenly starting in lively. Garman, I think, insisted it was an offside, but it is a corner kick for Prestwich. Prestwich growing into the game as we get closer to the end of the first half. So back here, it's going to be Sousa to take this corner. Would have been a weak goal to concede for the Steels. Everyone on the line, it seems. Ball goes in, and then Turner defends on the near post. Going to bounce out, and it's going to be Prestwich ball. Stocksbridge need to get into the position quickly. Pete Golshaw is turning into a different man as the manager. Ball goes to McAlealy into the middle to Reeves, and he's going to evade pressure all the way back to Mills. Deacon tried to block his pass forward, but he gets through. Sullivan will flick it on, and Owen has to be aware of Fitzgerald behind him. Not an easy one from Owen. I think he didn't. It's going to be another corner kick, and Stocksbridge are just letting pressure onto him at the moment. Going to be a corner here on the right wing. Here comes high lofted corner. Look at the far post. It's cleared off the line by Stocksbridge. Owen's the one who's cleared it. It goes out to Shea Sullivan, and now he's going to get it onto the left-hand side, but it's going to be poor. Shea Stansfield, I apologise. And well, it was Fitzgerald at the far post, and he managed to get the header despite all the men around him. But Owen with a key block on the line, and Stocksbridge have just been letting Prestwich get onto him in the last few minutes. This is what actually happened over at their ground 2 years ago. And this is why Pete Golshaw's getting increasingly irate on the bench. I think the Steels would quite like that half-time whistle to go, but 4 minutes to go. Two goal line clearances we've seen in this game, one apiece. There's Garman sending the ball long, headed behind by Prestwich. Hardwick can transfer it well, goes to Haslam, who gets a touch but just not enough one, and it's out to McAlealy. Butterworth progression, well won by Butterworth. goes to Haslam, gets it caught under his feet, but little flickery play gets it to Butterworth, then over to O'Connor. It's a poor pass though, and that just allows Mills to step in, but Tinker's won the loose ball. He gets it over to Deakin. Deakin on the left wing, puts the cross in, look for Harvey, flick behind him, goes loose in the box, and Prestwich slip, but then just about clear it away, and it's a unpressured Souza who gets it, and he's going to clear it away well, gets it to Fitzgerald, who heads away on to the left-hand side to Roma Reeves. Phillipson trying to keep track of it, Roma Reeves has the pace on him. Phillipson tracking him, and Roma Reeves has to slow it down. He's going to take the shot, blocked, and goes to Owen, and he will clear that one away. Goes back to Mooney Munoz, who heads it forward, but only to Turner. He's going to send it forward, but back to Mooney Munoz again, and he heads it into the middle, and back it goes to Makalele, and now with Shea Stansfield into the middle it goes. It's not a great pass there, and Hardwick's going to try and cause a problem, and he does. Good tackle by Hardwick. Force back the big striker to Turner, now to the left wing to O'Connor, who likes drifting on that left wing. Further down he goes. He's got an opportunity for a cross here. He's trying to say, oh, it's blocked. It's going to be a corner kick, and the Steels have turned it around at the moment. Going to be a corner, which it'll be Curtis Turner's. I'm telling you, that comeback is on at Fisher. It's 5-2. The groundhopper's favourite. As Turner has this corner kick. Will we see a goal here? Right-footed, looking for that far post. Phillipson tries to head back in, comes off the back of a Prestwich defender. Will be a corner kick from the other side. It was actually the back of Luke Rawson that scored the second goal for Stocksbridge against Prestwich 2 years ago, when Gareth Curtis headed it across just like that, but it came off the back of Rawson and went in. Gareth Curtis was not happy that we took the goal off him. He would get his goal, though, later on. Here comes corner, looking for that far post. Keeper got a hand to it, and it's going to dribble out eventually for another corner. I think everyone just assumed that had gone out. It hadn't. So 3 corners in a row. Can the Steels finally make the most of one? Turner, the captain, after Ross Goodwin's departure for Hallam in the summer. Delivery right into the 6-yard area. Hardwick with a glancing header, wide. Now he's going to be a threat from corners throughout the season. Hardwick, 12 goals for Carlton last year. Just couldn't get his header right that time. Remains 0-0 here with 44 minutes gone. So we're going to have 2 minutes stoppage in this game. As the ball is with Hood for this goal kick. And here comes the long ball forward from the keeper. We headed on by Sullivan, looking for Souza. Souza lays it off well for Fitzgerald, but his pass is intercepted by Phillipson. Back at the Garmin, he'll have to get a quick clearance on with Souza doing it. It's actually turned into a great pass from Garmin to Deakin, who can turn this into attack, putting the cross in, looking for Hardwick. Punched away by keeper. Hartlem a bit just too close to make the most of it, and then knocked away before it gets to Butterworth. There's appeals penalties. I don't think it is one, but it is a throw-in. Can Stocksbridge score right before the end of the first half? They call it the best time to score before the end of the first half. Charlesworth has this throw-in. Thrown into the box to Hardwick, chests it down. Back it goes to Haslam. Tries to put the cross in, blocked. Corner kick again. Stockbridge have looked good from them so far, but they need to do more than look good from them. They need a goal from them. Deakin on the corner. Owen and Hardwick will be your main targets. Lofted on, looking for Owen. Heads it back in. Haslam gets the volley. Blocked. It's Phillipson trying to turn. It's cleared. O'Connor will be the first to it. He lets it go to Tinker. Tinker gets it down the left-hand side, but it's intercepted. O'Connor will look to block, but to come in together between the two. 50-50. Tinker has it. Gets it. Treads on the ball, but trying to go forward still. Going to chance to use his pace. Cross going in. Looking for Haslam. Headed away from him, and then it's going to go to Mooney Munoz, who will be able to get this out to Souza, and the counter is on into the middle, but that is in well by Deakin. Tried to be Haslam, tried to cause a problem, but cleared away for it to get to him. Charlesworth will cause problem, knocks forward to Haslam, chests it, tries to knock it beyond, looking for Charlesworth again, but well in form Stansfield, who can boots that out into the car park. We're about 10 seconds left, we're out of time, so this will probably be one of our final attacks. Back with Haslam, who has a bit more pressure than he realised he was going to get, goes down under pressure, flicks it out to Charlesworth, tries to put the cross in, it's blocked, and Mooney Munoz will clear it away. Butterworth trying to cause a problem here. He hooks it away well, Butterworth, and then well in from Souza, who clears it out. Phillipson will volley it right back in. There's all red shirts though to deal with it. They head it away, but only back for O'Connor, will head it right back. Haslam will challenge and goes beyond him. He goes down, but no foul in that, and it will be a throw-in to Prestwich. I suspect we'll hear a whistle very soon. Cleethorpes are 4-0 up on Kimberley Miners Welfare. Bradley Abbott has scored their latest. Back for Makalele for this throw. And it will be half-time, so it's 0-0 here. Both teams with a chance. Stocksbridge had the better of the first part of the first half. Haslam having that header cleared off line, but then Prestwich did have their moments and had their own effort cleared off line. Dylan Fitzgerald's header was cleared off line. It is going to be 0-0 at the half. We will see you in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back to Bracken Moor for the second half of this extra preliminary round tie of the FA Cup between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Prestwich Hayes. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. It is 0-0 here. And there's been chances. It's not a bad 0-0. Don't get me wrong, it's not one of those boring 0-0s where you're wondering, please let it end like, you know, the last 3 games of Stocksbridge's season last year. Which, let's be honest, we were all just praying for those to finish. Some people got to go to the reserves final and have a really enjoyable game and see, you know, as lift success. I was in Cleethorpes watching a 0-0. But yes, it was. It's an exciting 0-0. Both teams have had efforts cleared off the line. Jack Haslam had his head away by Shea Stansfield, and then Dylan Fitzgerald had his blocked by Elliot Owen. And now it'll be very, very interesting to see who can be the first one to score. Because I feel if the Steels do score first, and especially take advantage of the wings. I did watch some Prestwich Hayes highlights, and I noticed most of the goals in pre-season against Prestwich did come from the wings, and that's quite apparent, and Hensley Mills is booked, so I feel like that's going to be something Stocksbridge will target in the second half. But the Steels are standing over the ball. It's Danny Deakin, ready to get us underway.
Ask the viewers to predict who's going to score first.
There you got Deakin saying, who's going to score first? That's what you can all comment on. Will it be a Steel? Will it be a Hay? I don't think that's the nickname. So we are still waiting for the referee to give the okay. He's taking his time with it. He really is. And here we go. So the Steels are underway in this second half. They're in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Prestwich are in the red shirts, black shorts, and red and black and white striped socks, kicking left to right. Deakin lays it off to O'Connor on the left wing. Tackle goes flying in from Sousa. Will be a throw-in for Stocksbridge. We will, of course, try and keep you to date with relevant games in the FA Cup from teams that we know of in this area and anything interesting. I want to see if that Fisher comeback happens. They were 5-0 down, it's 5-2 now. What a first half that is, by the way. 0-0 here. Gonna wait for the throw. Tinker throws it into Deakin. Back to Tinker, lays it off the 1-2 to Deakin. Puts the cross in low. Goes beyond to Hardwick, tries to get the touch, maybe 1-2 when he touches, forced backwards. Laid back to O'Connor's beyond him, who has to touch it back to turn it, it's beyond him. Just fine-tuning that passing is what's needed at the moment, as it's laid over to Butterworth on the right. He's got beyond his man, puts the cross in, and it's a weird deflection, and then flicked over the top and on the top of the net by Haslam. There's appeals for a handball from Mooney Munoz. It was a good claim as well, I thought. I thought it was actually maybe just carried on just to see the advantage, but not so. As the Steels send the clearance down to that left wing where Deakin's trying to cause a problem, but it's cleared away from him. Owen heads back and will be out for a throw. Big throw now from Mills on the right side. Tinker heads away, looking for Butterworth, knocked away from him to Turner. Turner gets away from trouble. He's it back all the way up to Charlesworth. He's going to send it long, look for Turner. Haslam drops deep to collect it, moves into the centre. Got people around him. Haslam continuing round, lays it off for Tinker. Tinker continuing down, left put into the middle to Haslam under his feet. Little back heel out to Deakin though. Back to Turner. Turner's going to look to find Charlesworth. Finds him well. First time touch, tries to block it. Appeals for a handball again. Only man appealing it though. They've kept it in well as well. Actually, nope, he hasn't. Going to be a corner kick. Steels have started off the second half well. Mark Hayes is going, come on Steels. So let's go see if the Steels can improve it in this second half. As even the helicopters have come to see what's going off here.
Is it Ian?
Yeah, Ian Richards. Maybe Ian Richards has got special transport from Manchester Airport. Hello Ian, if you're listening. Here comes the corner in, headed away at the near post. A poor corner from Deakin. It's Roma Reeves who got to it first, back to Mooney Munoz. It's forward, switches play really well to Fitzgerald. Caught under his feet a bit, that's got a few of the small Stockbridge players to get back as they look to get it over to Sousa. Sousa's into the box, beyond Tinker. Is it too heavy a touch? It is too heavy a touch, and that's really disappointed the Prestwich bench, who thought maybe they'd broke in at that point. So back now for Carmen to take this goal kick. Ball is going long. Hardwick heads it on well, goes to Deacon, who tries to volley into the middle. No one's there for it. Stansfield will head it back to Hood, relatively unchallenged. Wembley might not be going to Wembley now. They're losing 1-0 to Bedfont Sports. They don't play out Wembley, by the way. Ball going long, headed on, and by Prestwich, and it's going to be out for a Prestwich throw in a good position. And just in case you thought Wembley had that same sort of like situation as like I think it's Queen's Park that play at Hampden Park. It's even them a Queen of the South. There's so many Queen names it seems in Scottish football. Mills throws the ball in, headed on into the middle, but then cleared away with O'Connor, who volleys it back for Mooney Munoz, who heads it back in. Sousa volleys it away, but volleys it away from everyone, and Steels will just let that go out to be a goal kick. Rossington Main are losing 1-0 to AFC Mansfield. That's where our FA Cup hero Gareth Curtis is now, is Mansfield. As Garman will have to find his option up front with this long ball. He does, he's looking, Butterworth is the man who's looking for it. But it's headed out to the side to Sousa, goes to O'Connor, flicks it on. As Deacon beat the offside trap, but he ends up dropping behind him anyway. He had beat it. Back it goes to Tinker. Looking right-footed, we'll send it forward. Peel's going up for O'Connor for the flag, but it might loop out before he gets to him. It will do. Throw in for Prestwich. 50 minutes gone. Steels have 40 minutes. It seems to try and see if they can break the deadlock. Plenty of attacking options on that bench if necessary. Hernandez and Silva will be likely subs. As Butterworth heads it back to Hardwick, who will look to challenge, but lost that battle. But back to O'Connor it goes, who wants options. He's head right-footed, he's going to send the ball in the middle. He's looking for Haslam at the right, but it's cleared away. And then it goes all the way back to Phillipson. Phillipson plays it to the right to Charlesworth. To the forward to Turner. Looking to find Deacon, but he can't do anything with it. It's back with the keeper. Poor clearance out to Deacon. Deacon forward to the shot. Turner gets bundled over. No free kick given by the referee. And then Tinker goes in 50-50, ends up going out for a goal kick though. Alex O'Connor was frustrated, and it looks like he's going to end up getting a telling off and made up in the book for some words he said. Curtis Turner's not happy with that decision either. I did think that was a free kick. Personally, obviously I'm biased, so you got to take what I say with a pinch of salt, but we'll see how you still got to stay calm. Back with Hood now. I've mentioned Martin United since resigned from the league. They're in their very first competitive game since their resignation from the Northern Premier League. They've just got one back against Crooktown, they're losing 2-1. As Hood sends this long down the field, and Owen's going to have to track this one. He heads it away. Will only go back to Reeves though. Good touch from him. Turner though robs him of the ball well. Goes on. Can he send the ball through to Deacon? It's well intercepted, and then knocked over the top by Adam Munoz, and then it's a 50-50 between him, between O'Connor and Bartram Conway. Prestwich wants a free kick out. It will be a throw-in. I don't think our referee Jake Burton likes giving free kicks, so I think you're going to have to do some proper serious stuff if you want to get something off him. As Mills throws it down away, and Turner can only head it out for another throw-in. So back to be a throw. Mills with this throw. Flings it downfield. Turner heads it away again. It's just a repeat, but further down the field, Prestwich go. O'Connor's won the ball after that throw-in, and he's got past a few men there. O'Connor to continue down, lay it off for Deacon. Deacon gets it through to Hardwick. He turns, tries to find Haslam, but Haslam just can't get up to speed quick enough there, and it's intercepted out. And Deacon's down after a late challenge from Prestwich still, but nothing has stopped there, and there was no advantage given. As it's back now with Owen, who will let it go back to Garman. Well, he's going to have to touch it back to Garman. Garman has it. And he's going to drill it over to Tinker, not the best one. He heads it on. Deacon has to be away, does flicks it over the top, but Stansfield will try and head it away. Hardwick with a 50-50 goes in on him, but Prestwich did get it away just about into the middle to Reeves, who sends it over the top. Offside flag is on Souza, but Garman collected it anyway. So a free kick for the Steels. Back with Owen now. So Garman will take this week instead of Owen. 54 minutes gone. All going long, looking for Hardwick, who drops a bit deeper to get it, heads it on, but then headed away. Butterworth fighting for it, goes down under pressure, and that one will be a free kick. I think that was less of a free kick than some of the ones that have not been given as them. But it is a chance for Stocksbridge. Too far for a shot, but a chance for them to get the ball in the box. Lewis, on your toes. Bishop Auckland are 2-0 up against West Auckland. Brandon Holder, the goal scorer. Deacon on the ball. Can the Steels create an opportunity? Still seeing this Prestwich wall get organised, being forced further back. Imagine it's going to be a lofted ball into that box for the likes of Owen and Hardwick to challenge for. Ball being lofted on, it's a good ball. Owen gets a touch of it, just about knocked away by the keeper. Hardwick is going to try and stop the clearance. He gets a foot in, Hardwick. It's great work from Alex Hardwick. He gets a trip and he earns a free kick. There was a bit of acrobaticness at the end to make sure the referee spotted that, but he does earn another free kick. And the Steels have another chance to get a ball in, and some of these balls have looked dangerous, but that one was just knocked away by Hood. Turner will take this free kick. It's on the left-hand side, will be the in-swinger. Again, could it be Owen again, the target, or Hardwick? It comes off the ball, look at that far post. Keeper's mispunched it, and he's in the back of the net! I believe we're going to give that one to Alex Phillipson. He got the final touch. Alex Phillipson scores his first Steels goal. He gets the final touch after a poor punch from the goalkeeper. The Steels lead 1-0 in the extra preliminary round of the FA Cup, and it's one that Lewis Hood will not want to watch back. Alex Phillipson.
Goal scorer for Steels. Number 6, Alex Phillipson.
Who delivered the cross?
What?
Who was on the free kick?
Turner. So 1-0 to the Steels now, and now can Stocksbridge either press home its advantage or hold on to it. We've seen Prestwich come back against us before. We were 2-0 up at their place 2 years ago, and that finished 2-2. So there is still plenty of this game to go. 57 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels. Ball goes long, and Phillipson gets onto it first after his goal. Back to Garman, takes the touch, clears it away, goes to Butterworth, heads it down to Turner. Turner lays it over to O'Connor. O'Connor looking for the line, but has to give it back now to Owen. And then all the way back to Garman. And Garman's taking his time with it before sending it long. Off the back of Charlesworth, goes to O'Connor, flicks it away from man, lays it off to Butterworth, clever play from him, goes forward. No foul given for There's a trip, but he's up on his feet again. Butterworth gets tripped again as he passes. Butterworth has a push off his manners. Bit of annoyance, but it goes back to Turner. Turner, they're going to lay it short to Deacon. Back to Turner. Back to Deacon. He's going to send it over the top for Hardwick to try and chase. It's going to be blocked away by... He's being backheeled by Turner to Hardwick. Hardwick's going to take a shot at the near post. It's collected. Maybe he should have passed, but are you a proper centre forward if you pass if you're clear in the box? That'll be the debaters. There's a coming together too, and that should be a red card. There's a lot of coming together between these players. There's been a lot of tensions, but there was 2 clear hands on the face of Alex O'Connor. I think and at one player, I just missed that. Hardwick's gone down, I think, under a punch. It's Jack Tinker. Jack Tinker's gone down under a punch. That's going to be a lot of cards for Jake Burton to do, and we could see a lot of red cards, never mind yellows. We're going to need physio treatment for Jack Tinker. The Steels fans are wanting blood.
I reckon 10 will be off.
Could that be Fenton Reeves off?
I reckon he'll go as all that. I think he'll go 11 as well.
So it could be the 2 Reeves players coming off from the rest of the bench. Sorry, I'm looking down trying to identify the players involved, and then as soon as I look down, something else has happened, and the Prestwich physio is actually going to have to do the treatment too, which shows you the friendship that you can have teams. But there's going to have to be talks between all the linesmen. There's going to have to be red cards here. There could be multiple. This has suddenly turned very, very ugly. And to be honest, we did get to this way the last time these 2 sides faced. I think there will be, if there isn't a red card, I think you're going to hear an absolute scream of anger from this crowd. This is got very, very ugly all of a sudden here. Tinker is up to his knees now after getting a whack.
Thing is, Tinker went flying in. He just got a straight right cross, put him down.
I've seen that in the boxing this week. So we are going to see a lot happening, I'm sure, soon. The referee's having the discussions. The referees do have to make sure they've got this right, got all their evidence in place. And here, the referee, we look like we have got the decisions. We've got no VAR here, obviously. This is actually when VAR does help. Because obviously referees, it's very hard for a referee on their own to try and see everything that's happened. So the referee is summoning people over now. First, I think Chase Stansfield is going to go over now, as well as Curtis Turner. We might see some bookings for Steels players as well, because obviously they did go in. So we just got to...
Watch it. Watch who's getting booked here.
We're going to have a watch here. There's discussions between all the players. Here we go. Here comes the cards. And now the red is coming out of his pocket. But who's it going to be for? Yep, Fenton Reeves has been given his marching orders. And so has Sonny Roma Reeves. Within an instant, Prestwich are down to 9 men. He's protesting. Getting taunted by the Steels fans as they head off. But Prestwich have got an impossible task now. They may only be down by 1, so it's still not over, but 2 men have been given their marching orders. But that might not be the end of it here, to be honest. It's a yellow card for a Jack Tinker, it looks like. That's all it seemed like it was aimed at. Which I think, he did fly in there, so you can't, and I think Alex Hardwick, who is getting a yellow card, he looks confused by it, but I'll be honest, when I saw there was something going on, if I was going to predict anyone to be involved in it in some way, it would be Alex Hardwick. So, Prestwich, a lot of reorganisation needed for them. And this is going to be, well, a busy referees report. I mean, we did see, obviously, I'm not even sure what's actually happening, to be honest, beforehand. It was... But it's the fact both will be down for violent conduct, and that does mean 3 match suspensions. And depending on reviewing the footage afterwards, that can extend. That could be a real nightmare for Prestwich in their North West County season. Prestwich will send the ball forward, looking for Fitzgerald, headed away by Owen, goes to O'Connor, tries to touch it away. Back it will go into midfield for Mooney Munoz. They're looking to switch it to the left. Charlesworth has that covered, and Haslam's over there if he can get to him, and he does. Can this be turned into attack? Can the Steels make their 2-man advantage count to kill the game off shortly? Poor pass intercepted, but Haslam's almost won it back, cleared away by Shea Stansfield while on the ground. I think we'll see some Prestwich substitutes on shortly. Nantwich Town have equalised against Sheffield FC. Byron Harrison has scored. And Ashington have come back against Shildon. They're 2-1 up now. Cyril Gerard has scored. The most French-sounding northeasterner. Deacon on the ball. All on the right here for Charlesworth. Ball being looked into the middle, but it's going to be cleared away by Stansfield, out for a corner kick. And this is where some of those extra men might really help. Well, going to have plenty of added time, I think, in this game. 65 minutes gone. Steels up by 1. Prestwich Hayes down to 9 men. Deacon will take this corner. Alex O'Connor and Alex Phillipson are unmarked men. Here comes the corner, looking for that far post. Owen gets the header, it's not far off. Owen almost doubling the lead, and it's the centre-backs trying to cause problems. So we're going to see some substitutes now for Prestwich. O'Connor but not Tinks. O'Connor but not Tinks. So here come the substitutes. It looks like Finlay Stanya is one of the men about to come on. It looks like a triple substitution. So that's Fitzgerald off. So's Mills coming off. Looks like Luke Ferry, one of the men coming on. And also Adrian Gashi. So Fitzgerald is one of the men that's come off. Now I'm trying to work out who the third one who's going off. There's a lot happening at the moment. Is it Makaleli? So that's Luke Ferry, Adrian Gashi and Finlay Stanya have all come on for Prestwich Hayes. And there's a big coming together between Stansfield and Deacon. And that he might find himself in the book. Shea Stansfield's had a good game up to now. And it's a yellow card for Shea Stansfield, and the Prestwich management is asking him to settle, or else they could easily end up down to 8. The referee has got his hand on his book now, and he is happy to use it as much as possible. That sounded better in my head before it came out. Ball getting shot to Turner. Turner's going to just take it forward. Charlesworth has an option on the right. It goes to Charlesworth, back to Turner. Looking for an option. We'll switch it over to Elliot Owen on the left. Take it forward. It's got Tinker on the left here as an option. Send it over the top looking for O'Connor, but deflecting back into Butterworth, who's trying to go forward into Tinker. Tinker on the left being Sousa with some good defending. Tinker trying to get on with it. Sliding tackle goes in. Tinker ends up on the floor. That was all fair though, that one. And it will be a throw. Actually, it's going to... I think the offside flag might have gone up. And it will be a free kick for Prestwich. Hood sending it long, going all long, and it's a bit of a weird one. Charles has to head it back, he's going to go for a corner, a bit of an awkward one. Steels haven't dealt with that well, and it's a corner kick, and this is when you do have to worry about, even when you're against 9 men, is that set pieces tend to be the equaliser. We have Ian Richards. Ian Richards has arrived at Brackenmore to applause. But could it be? But the Steels do have a corner to defend. Here comes the corner. It's a good-looking corner, headed away by Owen. Going to go back to Sousa on the right wing. He misjudges the bounce, has to give it back now to Bertram Cowley. Away and Owen cleared to Deacon, lays it off for Butterworth. Butterworth is going to send it long over to Haslam. Haslam going to fight for it, and he heads it beyond Mooney Munoz. Haslam in the box. Can he find Hardwick in the middle? Haslam trying to find Hardwick. Ricochets. Hardwick almost gets it in. He's still in the 6-yard area. Back to Haslam. Takes a shot. It's off the line. Over to O'Connor on the left wing. Back to Deakin. To Turner. He's thinking of the shot. He's going to go to the left instead. Turner over to O'Connor on the left wing. Over now back to Turner. Turner. He's going to take the shot. It's drilled and spooned away by Hood. It's a corner kick. Don't know. Going to be a corner.
So, although there was a slight delay, he set off 2 players from team 2 first, and then called the play from team 1, and then put them.
Short corner to Deakin. Back now to Turner. Short to Tinker. Tinker's going to take the shot. He's blocked. Turner's going to, well, the bounce is awkward. It ends up being good for Mooney Munoz. He's going to be harassed. Clears it away. Hey. Yeah, over now to O'Connor, who's in deep. To Charlesworth. Short, trying to find Deakin. Not great pass. Sousa intercepts. Sousa trying to get away under pressure. But Tinker, well and tackle, gets it to Deakin. Deakin moves into the centre. Deakin over to Turner. He has to avoid the man on. Over to Charlesworth. Thinking of his options. He's going to send it over the top. Looking for Haslam, who does well to keep it in, and he has to just knock it out, and it's going to be a Prestwich throw. 70 minutes gone. 1-0 to the Steels. Will be a substitution, and we're going to see Yao Silva making his Steels debut. He's going to come on for Butterworth.
Coming off is Ash Butterworth. The debut for Steels is Yao Silva.
Ashley Butterworth, after making his debut, a solid debut, a few mistakes in the first half, but he's going to head off, and he's going to be replaced by Yao Silva. He's a recently capped international winger from, well, he's originally born in Portugal, but capped for Sao Tome and Principe. That's a little island just off the coast of Guinea in Africa. Got 2 caps from this summer in World Cup qualification. He did lose both of them, though. But an international is an international nonetheless. And he is, this 19-year-old winger, if you saw him in pre-season as a trialist, he's very talented. Very raw, but exciting. Thrown here to Sullivan, back to the left. But then won by O'Connor. And God, that voice of Ian Richards, it's nice to hear. And the ball's going to be sent off for Silva. Can Silva keep in? It's going to be a bit too much for him going out for a throw. That shirt is way too big for him, is the first thing I've noticed. He's a short lad. Here comes the long throw down line by Stanya, sent by Owen, and then sent down the field. And Hardwick will chase and try and cause problem, but he will be headed back to Hood by Bartram Cowanway without much problem, and Hood will send it upfield. Head away by Owen off the back of the forward, and Sousa will not keep it in. Almost did. Sousa has been, I think, the best player for Prestwich, along with Stansfield. Cleethorpes are 6-0 up on Kimberley Miners. Josh Walker scored. Craig Rouse having a great first game. They'll kind of head it forward. Silva will fight for it, misses the header, but then cleared away. Headed on the back of Turner, and Phillipson will watch that. Ashington off, 3-1 up in shield, and Wilson Neeshaw has scored. Just want to get the game with the Met Police today. VCD Athletic are facing them. Harry Sargent sent off a VCD Athletic. I've heard he's ended up in the nick. As the ball goes long, looking for the number 11 Jack Haslam, but it's going to be offside, and actually it's going out for a throw-in before it went to him. So.
Is that player's name Sargent?
Oh God, I didn't even notice that. Sargent has been sent off against the Met Police. Man, I'm losing my touch there. I'm disappointed in myself on that one. Turner with a 50-50 tackle, misses down that. Another 50-50 will miss. Munoz was going forward, but then eventually just gets the foul. So free kick, just close to the halfway line for Prestwich. What's interesting is if it does end up with a replay this game, the 2 players sent off I believe, will be able to play in it because it takes 7 days for the suspension to kick in. Would be an interesting option because that happened before. Ball going long, headed on, and Garman has to fight for it, claims it. Well, under pressure. Good claim by Garman. Thrown out to Tinker. Steels need to just kill this off at this point, because as long as it's 1 goal up, they'll think they have a chance. And with a sliding tackle by Souza, that's won the ball, they'll have a chance. Tinker's back in to get it, and he's won the ball well. Gets shoved the ball, will be a Prestwich throw. And they say Prestwich are as live as long as it's just the 1 goal difference. 75 minutes gone. Finley Stanya with this throw, thrown downfield. Turner heads it away and headed beyond them and out for a throw-in. Will be Stockbridge's ball now. Thrown out, and it's going to be headed right out again. Another throw for Steels. So the person who scored for the Met Police from the penalty spot is a guy called Benjamin Mendoza, and PC Mendoza just sounds right, doesn't it? Throwing in and then flicked on by Hardwick, goes to Silver, who hooks it down, flicks it on for O'Connor. O'Connor's going to rush in, sends it across to Haslam, takes it in his feet, going to try and get it to the right-hand side to Charlesworth. Is tackled, beyond to Deacon now. Deacon trying to get down the right-hand side, has to go back to Turner. Turner flicks it over the top, Charlesworth aware, and then poorly cleared, not even cleared by Stansfield. He's going to be pressed, and then he does get it away eventually. Goes out to Phillipson, then over to Turner. Turner on that right wing, sent forward. Hardwick flicks it on. Haslam's going to look to try and get onto this. He's just not quick enough. Hood's on there first. So back with the Prestwich keeper now. Taking time, then long by Hood. Looking for Ferry, but it's going to go out, and there's a bundling between Owen and Ferry. Appeals for a penalty aren't going to be given, it's just a coming together between the two. Crypto's just taken a dive, sent Neots Town to beat in Real Bedford. They are the team funded by Crypto, that makes sense if you know the backstory. Owen taking the touch now, across to Phillipson. Steels fans are urging him to go forward, finish this game. Ball over the top looking for Haslam, and he's trying to get round his fullback, but he's tackled him well, goes out of play though, will be a Stocksbridge throw. Can I just say Fisher still 5-2 down, but they're against 10 men at Red Hill. 3 goals to get in 13 minutes for them if that comeback's on. Or in East London. Thrown down to Deakin, takes it, looking for it on his left foot, puts the ball in, looking for Hardwick. It's a header from Silver, and it goes out for a corner. He's the shortest man on the pitch other than Souza, but he got the header. And it was a good save by Hood, who has performed really well. Other than that punch, basically. So that's why it's just unfortunate for him, that that is what is going to be remembered for in the game. Corner kick. Deakin to take. Left-footed. High into the 6-yard area. Well headed away by Ferry. Turner will head it back out to Silver on the edge of the box. Back to Deakin. To Turner. Then to Deakin. Lays it off back to Turner. Good play. Turner tries to put the cross in. It's deflected and will hit the side netting. It's another corner kick. There's a big scoreline happening down south. Merstham are winning 6-0 against Wick. That candle has gone out at both ends, I think, then. Deakin will take this corner. Look good so far. Here comes the corner. And it's headed away again. Back to O'Connor, who's in the box. Takes a shot, blocked. O'Connor will chase it down, but it will go out for a throw-in. Tinker. Throws it down, looking for Hardwick. Finds him, chests it down Hardwick on the left wing. Back to Tinker. Now laid it back to Hardwick, who has took it past one man. Puts the pass across. Haslam takes the first touch. Silver with a shot. Offside flag is up. I think that was the correct call, to be honest. I'm afraid to say. I mean, it was a lovely finish by Silver, but perhaps maybe should have left it for Haslam to turn and try and finish. But I think the linesman makes the correct decision. Offside. Still 1-0. 80 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels. Cleethorpes are 7-0 up on Kimberley Miners' Welfare. Will Annan, the man who ended our FA Cup last year, the goal scorer. Tinker throwing it down, looking for Silver. What a touch from Silver. It was tackled though, goes to Souza. Lovely little pass into the middle to Mooney Munoz. Then looking for that pass, it's a great pass to Souza. He's in, he breaks the shot. Great block by Tinker, corner kick. Stocksbridge fall asleep at the back, almost let Souza in. The 9 men of Prestwich Hayes, well, they're not stopping the fight yet. Souza will go to take this corner. Steele just need. That's why that goal from Silver would have been really important. Attendance of 168 here today. Waiting for this corner from Souza. Here it comes. Far corner. Good header. And it's in. Prestwich have equalised with 9 men. And the fans have come onto the pitch over on that far hand side, it seems like. Some of the team over that side, actually, I do apologise. Oh no, they're on the other side. They've just come over. I'm not sure. And it's 1-1 here. Steels now need to fight back against 9 men. They do not want to go back to Prestwich. Disappointing. And Stocksbridge have to fight back again. Looks like it was number 5 Nathan Bartram Conway, the goal scorer. Well, Steels surely with the 2-man advantage will be able to find a winner in the next 10 minutes. And Dan Hernandez looks like he's going to be on to try and be the man to find it. The people who've come on are the players who were sent off earlier. They shouldn't be on this. The players who've gone on to celebrate with Prestwich Hayes were the players who have been sent off earlier in the game. Tinker with the touch here. So that's something I think that will be for the FA to deal with on a later occasion. Turner now on the right hand side. Steels need this goal desperately. Charlesworth moving in, cutting in on the inside, laying it off for Deakin. No space in front, has to go back to Charlesworth. Looking for space, puts the cross in and cleared away by Stansfield. Going back to Turner, touch it forward now to Deakin. Going forward, goes to Silver on the right hand side, having a physical battle with Stansfield, Stansfield's winning that one. Silver pressing all the way, cleared away from him, into the middle it goes, and no one's aware of it for Stocksbridge, but only cleared out to Turner, but 50-50 to Turner wins it back to the right now to Charlesworth, left foot to Bowling, goes to Haslam, who flicks it on, but cleared away by Souza, goes back to Owen. Stocksbridge just need to press forward now, get that winner, going to O'Connor, going to Owen, now to Turner, flicks on over, looking for Hardwick, headed away, but get to him. Silver turns and he goes down under pressure. O'Connor trying to appeal for it, maybe shouldn't have been, he might have gone onto it. Hardwick's fought and won the ball back, gets the ball into the middle, no one's there for it, back with Hood. 84 minutes gone, 6 minutes to go. Back now with Hood. Hood sending the ball on. Owen will just allow that to bounce out and be a goal kick. And it looks like we are going to see Dan Hernandez coming on. And it looks like the goal scorer, Alex Phillipson, is going to head off as the Steels are looking to win this tonight. Be interested to see how the Steels line up now. Hernandez looks like he's moved onto the right wing. I think Haslam and Hardwick will be centre forwards together. We will see 2 up front and 3 at the back, a 3-5-2 perhaps. Here goes the ball along from Garman. Going to drop deep and headed away by the number 8, Bradley Sullivan. Tinker with the throw. Tinker throws it down. Souza heads it away, but on goes to Turner. Controls it. Sent over the top, but easily intercepted. But then Hardwick onto it, gets it through to Haslam. Back heel, looks to find Hardwick again, but that will be intercepted. Haslam tries to block the clearance, but goes to Tinker. Chest it in front of him. Continues forward. Tinker laying it off for Haslam, who's on the left wing. Needs options. Going to look to Hardwick in the middle, but headed away. Turner's going to look to challenge for it, but Ferry intercepts, and it's back with Prestwich in midfield. They lay it off for Souza, but poor pass. Turner intercepts and then cleared away by Prestwich for good this time. Goes out for a goal kick at the other end. Grimsby Borough 2-0 on Oadby Town. Adam Drury has scored. Now it goes to Charlesworth. Charlesworth going forward. We'll find Hernandez. His first touch is on the ball. Can he get up to speed? We'll go on the outside. Hernandez puts a low ball in. Stansfield blocks. Corner kick steals. Deacon will go over to take this corner. Can they make the extra man advantage count? 2-man extra advantage. Corner going in here. Rises high. Headed in! Elliot Owen has scored on his debut for the Steels! The 2 central defenders have done what the strikers can't do today. Owen has scored for the Steels. He's rose higher than anyone else, and he's put the Steels back ahead. 2-1 to the Steels. Elliot Owen, the goal scorer. And there will be a substitute. It looks like it's Ivan Egherezba coming on. I think the man going off is Mooney Munoz. And there'll be a substitution for the Steels. Dan Nelson is coming on. Because there will be quite a bit of stoppage time now. Jack Haslam is the man heading off. A very lively debut from him, and Dan Nelson makes his home debut after coming through the pathway system. He will have a tough task though in centre defence against this physical Prestwich side. 88 minutes gone. Long ball forward from Prestwich, and he's just going to go out for a goal kick. Not sure what the idea was on that one. Not a particularly good one. Garman is waiting for the ball back, but I think our young fans behind are helping with the time wasting. The Ultras, young Ultras. Ashington are looking like they are going to head to the next round, but it's going to be, well, a more interesting finish. Shildon have got one back. Andre Vasil Ardilat in. Ashington leading 4-2 there as Garman sends the ball long. Haslam comes off it. Hardwick comes off his back. Deacon knocks it forward. Silver will look to challenge. Headed behind. Silver's going to look to see if he can get onto it before Hood, but Hood picks it up. And Silver's going to get himself booked for obstruction as Hood sent his clip. Actually, is he going to? That is isn't that a booking normally? He's not going to get booked. That should have been a booking for Silver for the obstruction, but he doesn't. Hood will send this ball forward. 9 minutes of added time. There is still plenty to go in this game. As Gashi has got some challenge, and Deacon's left foot there did connect, so it will be a free kick. Prestwich will be strong from set pieces. And that 9 minutes starts now. Souza with this free kick. Here it goes, long ball in, but headed away well by Hardwick. Hernandez is going to get the touch. Hernandez just needs to knock it for Silver, and then he left it too late, Hernandez, and then it's intercepted. Silver's going to press from the back on this occasion, but Silver's going to commit a free kick somehow by doing ring a rosary under the defender. No. And it's going to be the keeper, Hood, to come up to take this free kick. They've got one back already. Prestwich, they see no reason why they couldn't get another. So Hood will send the ball forward. And Edwin, good header away. Silver's fighting to be on it, but it's been won by Stanya. Into the middle it goes and blocked. It goes to Deacon. Deacon is going to try and get past to Hardwick. Hardwick, I thought was online, but he's going to leave it. And then Hernandez has got it, but he kept his flag up anyway. That one was a bit baffling because Hardwick was offside. He left it. Hernandez burst in. He was the one who touched it, and yeah. Free kick, which is actually nowhere near where the offside it was. It's more as Souza will take this free kick. Here comes the free kick in, headed away by Hardwick, who's doing some brilliant defensive work. Goes to Silver, and then he's blocked off, well tackled by Bartram Conway, the goal scorer. He's going to look to switch play, and it's Stansfield who's gone centre forward now, trying to chase onto it. Charles has tried to knock out. It's going to be a throw in though for Prestwich. Thanks, Adam, corrected it, but our excitement didn't notice. 2 minutes gone and on, 7 to go. Throw in to be taken by the captain Stansfield, and it will be a long throw. Corrected it now. Throwing in, headed on, and claimed by Garman. Great work by the goalkeeper, making his second debut. The winner of this time will face Bradford Park Avenue away in 2 weeks. He's going to send it long, Garman, looking for Hardwick. Headed away from him by Stanya before being cleared away by Stansfield back at centre-back. Charles will head it back into midfield. Deacon takes the touch over to the wing, looking for Hernandez, knocked away from him, but Alex O'Connor went in with foot. It's no foul given, but then eventually does give it. So free kick just inside Prestwich's own half, and O'Connor is staying down after that one. And O'Connor's the man stuff, and we're going to see physio work from Pete Goldstraw coming on. We know Liv Phillips here. So just have a stopping play as Pete gets to work. So it might be a bit of cramp as well, so this might add more time on though at the end, depend. So we might go to 10 minutes. It's going to be, it's going to feel a lot longer than it, isn't it? Oh, the stress of football. You've missed it over the summer since the Euros ended, haven't you? Obviously the question is, should it be this stressful when you're 2 men up? So O'Connor will have to stay off, so it is actually 10v9 at the moment. Ball going forward. Oh, he's going to look to get the header, it's headed on, but Garman is going to collect that one. So got it to his feet and then will now pick it up. Oh, he knows what to do, Garman. Taking his time, Garman, for right-footed, sending it forward. And it's going to be an unchallenged header away for Prestwich, but Charlesworth will return it. Deacon's going to challenge this one, but still it was Sullivan winning the header. Hardwick fighting it, and he's going to commit a foul, and it's lots and lots of fouls being given away by Stocksbridge. And then quickly taken by Sullivan, but it's a poor one, and Charlesworth clears it away. Into the middle it goes, and Hardwick tried to get onto it, but still back here it is with Sullivan, who looks to send it long, and it's going to bounce in the box, and Garman will chest it down. He's going to do the same thing where he's going to dribble it away before picking it up. You just hope you don't get caught out doing that, don't you? So Garman sending it long. Hardwick, great, heads it on. Hernandez turns, beats one man, tries to go on the outside, goes down on the trip, earns a free kick. Maybe could have stayed to his feet, but at this point it's about ticking that clock away. And 6 minutes of that clock have ticked away. And it's Deacon on the ball. So short to Turner, then back to Deacon, who's just giving it back to Turner as if it's a training exercise. Laid off to Tinker on the left. Beats a man, sliding tackle. And Finley Stanya takes out Tinker. Not the first time it's happened to Tinker today. And Stanya will get himself in the book. So that's another yellow card for Prestwich. Not going to be the happiest day ever, if this, especially when they have to deal with the suspensions. Turner with a free kick. Can the Steels really just put a button on this one? Turner. Right-footed, looking for that far post. It's actually clawed away by the keeper. It will be a corner kick. He may have been able to leave that one, but you can't take that chance. So here comes the corner as the two centre-half players make a walk of shame in front of us. No. Deacon putting the corner in, and high up it was headed away, and they get on the counter-attack, but no, it's been stopped by Tinker, who's on the right wing, and he's just going to try and take it towards the flag now and try and hold it up for a bit longer, and he's going to go down under the pressure, but no foul, and Prestwich look to pass their way out of it, but Silver blocks. It will be a goal kick, and that is 8 minutes gone. So here comes the goal kick from Hood. We might have another minute on with one of the stoppages with O'Connor's injury, I would say. I'd say that would be fair. Got 2 minutes maybe added on top of what we've got. As Prestwich head it on again. Nelson, good strong header away. Silver allows it to go beyond him. And Hardwick just gets it caught under his feet. It's knocked away from him. Prestwich will send it long. Souser looks to have the beat of the think, but Owen will clear it away. But it's only going to go back to Prestwich. Turner having to block him off there. Into the middle it goes to Gashi. Over to the left of Ferry, but Charles have clears, and it will go all the way back to the goalkeeper after being headed back there by Bartram Conway. We have had 9 minutes done, but with a stoppage injury, we do expect there's longer. Charles with heads the ball away, will be a throw-in, and a long throw-in. The Steels have something tough to defend now. Big final minute or two. Here comes it in, loops in, headed on. Garman makes the save, he catches it. And Garman is thinking about the quick throw. He's going to go with a quick kick to find Silver. And here he comes. Can Silver get the better of Stansfield? Stanfield is marshalling. Stansfield goes over with a pull on the arm from Silver. It will be a free kick. The fans disagree. He did pull his arm. So I'm going to have to say the referee made the right call on that one. 10 minutes of added time have elapsed. We're almost at the 120 that we had in the after extra time game the last time these two sides faced. Ball going forward, headed away by Owen, but goes back, and that will be full time. So it's been a fiery encounter with 2 red cards for Prestwich A's. Alex Phillipson gave the Steels a lead after knocking it in following an error from the goalkeeper, but despite being 99 men following a melee with both Fenton Reeves and Sonny Roma Reeves being sent off, Nathan Bartram Conway did equalise for Prestwich. But Elliot Owen, he rose high to a corner, got the winner for the Steels, and they held on against 9 men. The Steels will go on to face Bradford Park Avenue in 2 weeks' time. Ian Richards' former team, where as Prestwich Hayes will go back to the Northwest Counties. We will get our league season kicked off on Saturday away at Bishop Auckland. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Adam Allcroft. Thank you very much for everyone who has been listening. I will see you next Saturday. Good evening.